right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where you can hear me. Let me just double check. Yes, you can. Perfect. As now, I'm joined in the booth by Cognition. First-time caster, Cog. Everybody clap it up for him. Cog, how you doing, man?
Not doing too bad, man. I'm happy to be a part of the cast.
You ready? Are you excited? You get to cast some Prospect League gameplay. We got Minotaurs versus Flurry. You're telling me that this is a really solid matchup. I see their records. One's 4-0, one's 3-1. These guys got to be good. Tell me a little bit about them here, because you know probably a lot more than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I play in the Prospect League, so I would say the Minotaurs are currently the top team in Prospect, in my own opinion. They got Kaz and TheSheriff, who have been dominating it on the leaderboard, along with Petey. I think all three of their starters are in the top 10 or top 7 even for player rating. So they're a pretty dominant squad right now in the Prospect League. And then you got Flurry, my boy KSU, Stanless, and Solar. They were kind of rough match day one, and then they've been on a 3-game win streak ever since then, so they're trying to give the Minotaurs their first loss tonight.
Yeah, first loss tonight, so it would be interesting to see, I couldn't tell you, but if you had, a way for this Minotaurs team to kind of choke it. I guess choking would be the right way. You just have, what's the way that Flurry can upset this team? Is there like a weakness that you see in the Minotaurs? Because, this is still Prospect. They got to have some kind of weakness. What do you think Flurry has to do to get, the upper hand here in this series?
Yeah, I mean, I think KSU's got to do what KSU does, and that's get on the ball and do first man things. Stanless has got to clean up the ball, and Solar's got to do the third man like they normally do. The Minotaurs are a very demo-heavy team, from what I've heard, so you kind of got to find them when they're overcommitting and just punish them where you can. Can Flurry do that is the question. I'm not so sure. These Minotaurs are pretty tough.
Alrighty, that will be the question to look out for. The demos, very physical game we had last series, really helped out the Lightspeed team to get a 3-1 victory. See if it can help out the Minotaurs here. We're going to go ahead and get into game number 1. I never got a prediction out of you, Cog. I'm going to go ahead and say I think Minotaurs 3-1 this. I think it's going to be a nice, easy 3-1 for them. What do you have? What's your prediction for this series?
I'm also going to give it to the Minotaurs, but I'm going to give it to them in 5.
Nice little 5-gamer. We had one game 5 earlier. Let's see if it comes back as Petey with a nice 50. That one going to be launched all the way across that ball. Super awkward bounce. Petey going to be up for it. So is Sheriff. Both not going to have a touch on that one. Solar trying to get the clear. Kaz, last man back. Not a great 50 as Solar still on this ball. Sheriff turning around for it. Kaz, or sorry, Solar not able to get the touch. Speedy is a little bit speedy there as Petey with a nice touch. Kaz up in the air. One touch, looking for a shot actually. Stanless going to go ahead and get that one off his own backboard. That's KSU. It's a long clear. Solar's downfield, looking for a demo, looking for disruption. KSU shot not going to go in as Kaz able to get a long clear. The counterattack immediately from Sheriff. That ball didn't bounce high, but Sheriff's going to put that one in the back of the net. A great snipe there from Sheriff. A very quick counterattack there from Cog. And is this what Minotaurs are known for? Because that's a very nice counter.
Yeah, I mean, one misplay on the back end, and the Minotaurs are going to be punishing you for that, no doubt. A great shot from Sheriff there.
Great shot, very early goal here, only 40 seconds in. Kaz, a nice pass down to Sheriff, and it was just like a 1-2-3 kind of play, and now we got to see if the Flurry boys can answer back. KSU with that really good 50, that one's on target, actually. Sheriff has to get a save. Stanless not going to get there before it is cleared away. Now Kaz up in the air once again. Looks like Kaz has the ability to go up like this. Kaz looking for maybe a flip reset. That one going to go around. Solar able to get the save, but Sheriff a free goal there. And Kaz with a flip reset that turned into a pass. Great shot there.
Yeah, and this is exactly why we have the Minotaurs rated as the #1 team. I mean, Kaz going up and getting the flip reset, setting up Sheriff for a nice and easy bucket. I mean, this is what the Minotaurs are all about. This is awesome.
Minotaurs just showing up like they mean business, like this is just another day at the office. No streamers, it looks like they're getting us started early here. Sheriff looking to continue it. Flurry and KSU shooting that one down. Solar, that one's going to be an open net now for Stanless, and Stan going to be able to put that one away. Cut this lead in half. Solar with a nice beat and a quick counterattack, quick kickoff goal here, Cog. Maybe shifting the momentum a little bit. Flurry, they find an answer. You think they can find another one? Is this what they needed to shift that momentum?
They're definitely hoping so. I mean, again, you just got to hope the Minotaurs are going to make those mistakes on the back line like they did right there, and Stanless has got to play clean ball like he is right now.
Playing clean up ball, can't miss those easy shots. And now It's going to be Cad. The great beat KSU having to save that one. Speedy. Sorry, Petey. Looking a little speedy. Stanless gets a nice long clear. This is a double commit here from the Minotaurs. And a long shot there from Solar. That one gonna go in the back of the net. And another mistake there from the Minotaurs. And Flurry able to tie this one up off a couple mistakes there, Tog. And Flurry found their way back in it, mainly off the help of some misplays on the back end.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we were talking about pregame, how Flurry was going to end up to punish the Minotaurs, and they're doing just that within the first 2 minutes of this game.
Sometimes capitalizing on your opponent's mistakes is the best way to win Rocket League games. Getting a little lucky doesn't help. Doesn't hurt either. As I thought Solar had one off the ceiling there. That one just off the crossbar. Now Petey looking for a great 50. That one just off the post. Stanless. A very long clear. KSU and Solar both chasing that one down. Solar can hit that one off the backboard. That's going to be a shot for KSU. Off the post and in. And the counter attack comes through. Minotaurs looking a little sleepy on the back end. Sheriff can grab the boost. Cog, we have ourselves a game.
Love to see it. Flurry coming back from a 2-0 deficit to start the game. They weren't out of it to begin with. Plenty of time left on the clock, and they're doing just what they need to be on top of the Minotaurs right now.
3 straight goals here for Flurry. Maybe looking to make it more speedy. Petey with a nice touch there. Off the back wall, Petey maybe looking for another one. Solar able to get one touch on his Kaz. Going up in the air, but it's going to be a pass down over the Sheriff. A little bit of chaos, though. Causes the Sheriff to race all the way back. Gets one touch off the ceiling. Looks for a pass down. Stanless with a nice touch. Petey with a nice pinch. That one going long once again. That ball just falling in front of the net, but nobody there to finish it off for the Minotaurs. KSU Wildcats can be so dangerous here. A little bit of a flick. Reset as well. That one not going to go in the back of the net, but Petey with a nice save. Stanless with a nice pinch. This ball super awkward. Kaz with a nice touch. Maybe a counter attack here. Petey going to get a touch there. Stanless long clear. Stanless now maybe looking for a counter attack. Kaz got a nice touch there. KSU electing not to go. Kaz trying to play the 50. Sheriff was looking for the demo. He's going to leave that one for Petey. Petey with a nice 50 win there, but Stanless, the moment boost, an opportunity, but not the best touch there. Kaz with a nice beat. That ball, is it open? It is, but the shot, it does come through. Kaz with a little bit of a boost there from Sheriff, able to put that one away, tying up this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here on the back end. KSU goes, there's no one behind them, but hey, there's 2 Minotaurs there to finish it, and I'm sure they're grateful for it.
Gotta be grateful for it, and now, Cub, we have a tied game. Minotaurs finally able to answer back. It was a 3-goal stretch there for Flurry. Finally, Minotaurs able to put a cap on that. Now, Minotaurs, Flurry, we've seen them settle a little bit now. The goal scoring fiasco is over, it feels like. But who will make that finishing blow? That is the question here, as KSU making a nice diving charge there with a nice clear out from Sheriff. Kaz looking for the counter attack. Solar is not one of the sidewall. Sheriff already up in the air off the ceiling. Solar gets the beat though. That ball is it pouncing in. Speedy Petey with the speedy save. Kaz having it a nice clear touch there. A minute 10 remaining. Solar bangs that ball. That one hits the backboard. Petey with a little bit of boost. It's one control touch. Stanless can they get the beat on 2. A minute remaining. Can they find a way? And by they, I mean either team. Can either team find a way here to break this tie before we go into overtime? A demo, which we haven't seen a whole lot of, comes through there. 50 seconds remaining here. Who do you think is going to take this one, Cog? Do you think we got an overtime room?
45 seconds left. I mean, like you said, the goal fiasco has slowed down a ton, so we're trying to see who's going to make a crack in the armor here. Both these teams just kind of playing a little bit of midfield ball here. I know Flurry needs to get it out of their own half here soon, but we could definitely see an OT here coming up.
OT on the verge of happening here. 30 seconds remaining. A couple mistakes, or one mistake, really. It's all it's going to take. But can they force that mistake to happen? A couple fakes there. Solar with a long clear. KSU doesn't get the beat. That one. Instead, it's going to be hit right over to Kaz, who just bangs it top shelf off the crossbar and in. Sheriff with a great pass as well, but man, what a shot there from Kaz.
Solar low boost, Kaz, amazing placement, bar down. You cannot ask for a better shot than that. Minotaurs on top.
Minotaurs on top. 10 seconds remaining. We need a miracle on the side of Flurry if we want this one going to overtime. KSU, Stanless 50 each other in front of their own net. That's how miracles are made, I think. Instead, it's going to be Kaz looking for the shot drop down. Instead, Minotaurs are going to go ahead, take game number 1. A very, very close game here. And this might be just a tell for what the series is going to look like, Cog, because that one was an absolute barn burner.
Yeah, a couple mistakes from both teams on each end, and we saw Minotaurs getting a little more physical there at the end. I wonder if that's going to translate into game 2. If you're Flurry, you're definitely looking to kind of keep that grasp on that 3-2 lead after having a little momentum on the comeback. But overall, just fantastic game from both these teams.
Yeah, fantastic game from both these teams, and honestly, I think I saw a little bit of Flurry there that I did personally think, I could see a little bit more of. Because I saw a lot of Solar, and I saw a lot of Stanless. You know who I didn't see a whole lot in the air, making a whole lot of plays? That was KSU. KSU, I think, is more of a shooter than anything. Whenever I think KSU, I think this man is just making plays all over the place, but not in the air. Maybe on the ground with a dribble play. I just think of that man as a shooter, and I don't know. I wasn't able to see it that first game, but his teammates definitely did step up. But how long will that last? Speedy Petey, nice touchdown. 15 seconds already gone, and already I thought there was an opportunity there for Flurry, but instead it's going to be a nice counterattack here. A double commit, that ball bouncing really awkwardly. Stanless has to get a touch on that. He's got a great touch. KSU having to save his Stanless teammate out right there. Gets a nice boost grab, gets a touch around another. This is where KSU shines, in my opinion. Solar maybe looking for a shot. That one going to go just wide. Speedy Petey with a nice save. Not able to get a follow-up touch though. Stanless going to hit that ball way high. That ball in the corner going to get cleared out. KSU, a nice pop-up touch. Maybe looking for a follow. Kaz trying to get a touch around him. KSU gets the boost as well. Solar looking for the touch towards the backboard. Kaz waiting there. Stanless. Biding his time, waiting for Petey's touch. Stanless doesn't get a touch there. KSU has to get it around 1. KSU looking for a touch around another, and he gets it. Kaz a little awkward. KSU trying to make chaos happen, and that's what he's here to do. That's the KSU I know and love.
Yeah, well, I mean, just takes it through all 3 defenders here, pops it over 2 of them, and then Kaz on the back end can't get that last touch and ends up slipping it right behind him to get Flurry on top, and that's what we needed from KSU.
KSU, honestly, just kind of did it all himself there. Covered his teammates with and turned it into an opportunity for him. Solar now looking for an opportunity themselves. KSU going to put that one away as well. KSU just livid on that post area, just putting that one right behind the defense. And, man, and Solar with a great 50 as well, but 2 early goals here from Flurry and Minotaurs. You got to look out. You haven't had a shot on target yet.
Yeah, definitely looking a little rough for the Minotaurs right now in this game too, but I mean, we did see them kind of start off to a little hot and then slow down, so maybe they're a hot and cold team. We're about to see if they turn it on here in the last 3 minutes.
It's a little bit of popcorn ready, because I feel like we've got a show on our hands. I don't think the Minotaurs are going down that easily. Sheriff gonna get a clear out towards Petey. He doesn't get the touch. Sheriff gonna try to continue the ball downfield. Kaz, 1 touch towards the sidewall. KSU, a little awkward still. A nice touch to the corner. Petey doesn't get a touch, and KSU gets it over Sheriff as well. As now KSU was buying his time, getting the hat trick. Stanless getting the demo. Just such cool here from KSU, really slowing it down and just getting the easy goals.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a totally different game from what we saw last game. I mean, this is pure Flurry domination these first 2 minutes. I know that the Minotaurs are trying to figure out what's going on, but I mean, KSU and the Flurry are just looking a little better than.
Yeah, and I think, I said it last game. I was like, I said this game. It was about last game. And I was like, KSU, I haven't really seen them pop off yet. And struck the casual hat trick in the first 2 minutes of this game. Petey, he's going to look for one here. That one going to go high. Sheriff's going to put that one away. The speed from the Pete, and Sheriff with the finish. A nice goal here. Maybe turning the tides a little bit. Minotaurs finally strike back.
Yeah, like we said, maybe they're a hot and cold team. That's a great pass for Petey to get it on down, and they put it right in the back of the net. Not a whole lot you can do about that if you're Flurry.
Yeah, and Flurry now, you gotta hold the reins back a little bit. You're up by 2, which is the most dangerous lead to be in. It's a 2-goal lead, most dangerous lead in Rocket League, and that's a fact.
For sure.
But, and they go ahead and capitalize. Petey and Kaz double commit right there. An opportunity, but Sheriff, great touch downfield. Sheriff continuing the pressure with a touch towards the midfield. KSU popping that ball high. Kaz looking for some time here. A little bit of boost to work with. Takes this one to the ground. Solar pops it back up. Stanless up in the air. Gets the beat on 1P. Waiting all the way back. One touch from Petey. Looking for another. Going straight for the shot. Solar able to make the save. It was a good shot in there from Petey. Not a lot of power on it though. And speaking of not a lot of power, Sheriff puts a little bit of a whimper on net. Instead, it's going to be a counterattack as Kaz able to make the save. A little double commit here from the Minotaurs as that ball still gets sent down towards the Flurry corner. And KSU taking that third man role very seriously as he was waiting all the way back. But still, more pressure here for the Minotaurs. That was a great pass, and Kaz with a great shot. I don't know who was in the middle there, Cog, but if you're Flurry, you gotta make that cut. You gotta make that save because what a great pass there from Sheriff.
Yeah, just getting a little awkward there on the back line. Looked like KSU wanted to cut up there, and it looked like Stanless maybe wanted to go, and just bad communication. But Flurry trying to hold on to this lead and not throw it away like they did in game 1.
Now, can Flurry and can they find some defensive stability and not let this one go away? As the bump came through there, that would have been a goal. Kaz didn't commit to it, so instead it's a counterattack. That ball bouncing down. Little loss for Petey. Able to get a touch. Stanless trying to find a pass to his teammate, but instead shoot Kaz up in the air. And guess who's dangerous? It's Kaz. A good 50 there from Wildcat, but a double flip from Flurry as Petey wins a huge 50. That one bouncing off the post, and Sheriff didn't have the read. Solar a little awkward. Petey and Kaz both there. A double commit saves the Flurry boys this time. As now Stanless looking for the counter. Sheriff no touch off the back wall, but Kaz is gonna get a long clear. That ball cleared all the way down as KSU. One touch towards the sidewall. Solar not able to get a touch either. A little bit of a couple triple fake. Maybe a pucker bait coming out here. Solar finally gets a touch. An opportunity here. That ball bouncing low. KSU with a great touch there off the back wall. Kaz trying to find it. Sheriff on the side did not get a touch on it. Stanless long clear. Following it up with a bang himself. And KSU tries to get it over Sheriff and does. Avoids the bump as well. A nice touch. Doesn't get the shot. Has 50. Is no bueno. Solar just follow though. As now Sheriff. Long touch towards even with 0 boost. Doesn't jump mid. Hits the ball mid though. As now Sheriff gets one long 20 seconds remaining and a post there blocking Stanless play, but Kaz didn't see it happen. Still more pressure here for the Minotaurs. Minotaurs one opportunity really remaining. 12 seconds. 2 players in the corner. 4 Minotaurs at KSU. A little bit of an air to go. More time. Kaz the 50 that ball straight up. More time wasted. Sheriff doesn't get the touch, and it looks like his ball is gonna fall. Flurry are gonna go ahead and win game number 2 here in COG. KSU had 3 early goals, and that's all they needed.
Yeah, I mean, what a sweat. Minotaurs turned it up there at the end, and Flurry kind of went a little cold, especially towards that last minute. I mean, there was a bunch of whiffing, but hey, you're happy to pull out that game 2, and all you got to do is reset for game 3 because that was a really hot start to game 2. So they just got to figure out what they were doing right and correct their mistakes on the back line. Flurry looking really good, though.
Yeah, Flurry, I think, is, looking really solid. I got a little nervous for him, and I get more nervous the more I look at this scoreboard because I see 3 shots and 3 goals. And I'm not saying you can't always shoot 100%. You're going to, maybe they just took really good shots here, but COG, that's just not reliable. It's not a recipe for success. They got outshot. It was 3 shots to 7, and the Minotaurs. I saw Kaz miss a bump on Stanless in the net, and if he gets that bump, this game's tied. And ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. But this is I'm just trying to say one bump away from collapse. I felt like for Flurry, so they were able to hang on, able to get a game. But this Minotaurs team, they're not going to go down that easy here. So COG, I think Minotaurs are going to have a huge bounce back here in game number 3.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. I mean, they were super hot at the end of that game, too. We're going to have to see if they can keep that flame going.
Can it continue? Now, it's going to be Minotaurs getting this early start. And it was just a kickoff, and Solar is not getting a touch. A great touch there from the Sheriff, and KSU just couldn't get the read off the backboard. Kaz able to get the shot, able to get the goal, get us started early, and so far, COG, just a little bit of a spoiler, what's going to happen in this game, but the team that scores first is won. So I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but I'm saying it's probably going to happen again.
Yeah, I mean, Flurry's just got to find a way to stop the bleeding at this point. They got to find a way to get a goal. They got to find a way to get the ball out of their half and link up. Just something to kill Minotaurs' momentum right now, because it is all Minotaurs these last 4 minutes.
what it's been. But can it continue? A good 50 there from Sheriff, looking like the pressure will continue as Kaz continuing to be a menace. Solar does get the beat on Speedy Petey there. As KSU in the midfield taking his time. Touch around one, but Sheriff back. 0 boost though. KSU continues the pressure. That one off the backboard. And Stanless gonna have the shot, and he is the 1, the 2, the 3. Flurry put a flurry of challenges on, and eventually it results in a goal.
Yeah, they end up putting a bandage over that wound, and they finally can end up slowing down the Minotaurs, and hopefully this is the start of a little bit of pace and get a little bit of offense going for Flurry.
Flurry now looking for another answer as Solar just had to put that one on target, and he had the goal, but instead it's going to be a counterattack and a dangerous one. That one should be a free net. Petey don't miss. Okay, good. That one was very free as Kaz just a little pop over one. It was a good pass out, a good touch, and then a great pop there. Petey securing that one, and already we're back to the floodgates opening, Cog. We had a lot of goals early in game 1. Game 2, you know, we had KSU scoring a lot of goals early, but this time it's a little bit more back and forth. We got the fist fight coming once again. Who will strike next? Is Flurry able to tie it up? We just gotta wait and see. Or is it gonna be Minotaurs once again? Petey not gonna get there before Solar does, and Solar with a nice touch. Petey looking to continue that pressure. So far though, Cog, I've seen a lot of great Rocket League. These two teams definitely look like the top of prospect in my opinion. I've seen great things from both of them. But still, I think I can see more. I'm really excited. I don't know how your team looks. Your team's 3-1 as well. But Cog, you know, just looking at these teams right now, how do you think they stack compared to the rest of the competition?
I think that most of these teams are top 5 teams in prospect at the very moment, at least in terms of my list. Again, the Minotaurs have shown that they can bump, they can link up together, they can punish you when you make mistakes. And Flurry, I mean, KSU showing that he can peak, and I mean, they've kind of been hot and cold, but I definitely think that they're playing like a top 5 team. They're just playing against probably the best team in prospect right now.
Yeah, now can that best team in prospect show up? Sheriff showing up on the goal line there with a banger clear. Stanless racing all the way back. Has it touched off the backboard, but that's not the touch you wanted to see. Solar didn't like what he saw, so we got that ball out of there. But instead it's Kaz off the backboard. Kaz, you don't miss those, do you? Yes, you do, buddy.
So
hey, yeah, we're going to scratch that one off. Open nets, they're too hard to hit for him. As Sheriff needs to look for an opportunity here. As Solar with a nice touch. Kaz, that touch just going to go straight towards Stanless, but that Stanless clear. Not a great one. Petey tries to hit that ball back midfield, but instead it's going to be over Solar. Solar go long, clear Kaz with a touchdown, but it's Stanless. No, it's going to be Solar cutting him off. As now Kaz with a beat on one. Sheriff, can they have the read? Do you have the shot? That's an insane shot if you have it. Oh my gosh, he was going for it. That was sitting right across the net. Speedy Petey looking for the shot, the angle, just off the post. That ball continuing to be just so close to the goal, and Flurry are still surviving here. Sheriff gonna hit that one off the backboard. The Speedy Petey, there he is. That one gonna go wide. In Minotaurs, I think should have had 12 goals by now. Instead, it's still 2-1. Sheriff can't find the back either. Cog, Flurry, they are surviving. But Minotaurs, if they were able to score, they'd be thriving.
Yeah, I mean, Flurry, you just need to get the ball out here at this point. The Minotaurs have had the ball in your half for probably over a minute and a half now, and it has been brutal. I mean, if they can find one of these in the back of the net, you're not going to feel so good. And Petey trying to do it himself right here. It's safer for Stanless.
Now, can Flurry get this ball cleared finally? I don't know, because Kaz is in the air. Kaz being a little cringe, going for the bump. KSU with 0 boost on the back line, and oh my goodness. Look, all I'm saying is, if you go for air dribble bumps, you can't complain about Shea being a free jumper. That's all I'm saying. This is the definition of unethical plays in Rocket League. And so that right there, unethical from Kaz, but it gets the job done, and you don't care how you win in Rocket League. So why should you care how you win in basketball? Now, anyway, now that that's over, KSU looking for an opportunity to redeem himself. Ball on his foot. The dribble plays is what I know KSU for. Obviously, you teams are doing a lot more than I ever have, or ever will, I hope. But, you know, the dribble plays is just what I have always known him for whenever I've cast him. And I don't know if that happened, if that's true, if that's what you see, but that's what I've seen from him. And that's how we got a lot of his goals last game. Obviously, that one didn't come through, but the minute remaining, what do you want to see out of Flurry other than maybe some offense in general?
I mean, we need some organization. Flurry needs to figure out what's going on here. I mean, we've totally lost our identity from the beginning of Game 2, where KSU was kind of being given the ball and we were setting each other up. The Minotaurs are just kind of have been picking them apart this entire Game 3, and this last 3 minutes, I don't think we've had Flurry on offense more than 10 seconds, to be quite honest. So if you're Flurry, you just got to find a way to organize, maybe even reset. I mean, you got 30 seconds left in this game, but maybe just hope that you win these next 2 games. Minotaurs just are holding super strong right now.
Yeah, super strong, and honestly, I think they're third in positioning as well. Like, usually whenever a team's super aggressive and has a lot of pressure, they get back too far, they scoot up too far. The ball goes over your head, and it's a goal. This Minotaurs team seems disciplined in their third in positioning, which very rare to see. Also very rare to see a dunk like that go in the back of the net. But Sheriff is going to go ahead and make it happen, because why the heck not? That's just what Sheriff does, and that one just dunks the living crap out of Solar there. Just a huge shot there for Sheriff, putting the nail in the coffin in this game.
Yeah, Minotaurs showing why we think that they're one of the top teams in the league when they're handling Flurry like this. I think Flurry is definitely one of the better teams, so Sheriff, great shot. Minotaurs looking to keep it going all the way through Game 4.
All the way through Game 4 is hard to do here in Nemesis streams, because Game 4, Cog, I know you're new here, but you're not new to Nemesis, so you must have heard at least about Forbidden Temple. Some wacky things happened there. Last game, or last series, we went to Forbidden Temple, and I saw 1,000 points get dropped on someone's head. So I don't know what happens on Forbidden Temple, but some forbidden things happen there, and so I'm expecting some crazy things here. Maybe from Flurry, it might come from Minotaurs. You never know, you can never guess. But I had Minotaurs in 4, you had Minotaurs in 5. Let's see which one of us is right, or if none of us are right and Flurry went in 5. I don't know. But Minotaurs here, they're looking really solid. The pressure was there all game, and it just felt like Flurry just didn't stand a chance this game.
Yeah, again, they're just looking super, super awkward. They had a little bit of, again, maybe 30 seconds of offense that entire game where they scored that goal and maybe we're in their end a little bit. But if you're Flurry, you just got to find that organization. Maybe KSU on the ball, someone else has got to sit back a little bit. And I know you're kind of talking about KSU being a ground player, but I've seen him do some flip resets. I've seen him do some crazy double taps. I've seen KSU do some insane things. Again, I played with them a little more than you, but I definitely want to see a lot more out of KSU, and this Flurry roster just kind of has to enable each other a lot better than what they have been doing.
All right, I want to see a flip reset. I want to see a double, actually, coming out of KSU. You talk them up that much, that's what I'm expecting. I've seen Nervebot, and Nervebot's in Shally, and if KSU can't be Nervebot, I don't know who can. We'll just have to see. Can Flurry make that comeback happen here? KSU on the ground. KSU going for the shot. The bump came through as well, but a great save there from Speedy. And Solar now a little too far up. Sheriff not able to get the touch, and Kaz maybe caught out just a little bit. Solar was waiting for that opportunity. He didn't have faith in Sheriff's touch, and you know what? He didn't have faith for good reason. He's turning around and putting a clanger shot on net.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes is a man getting a little bit out of position, and Solar with a great cut up and finding the back of the net there. Flurry up 1-0.
Yeah, Flurry up 1-0, and Cog, you know what happens whenever you score the first goal. You're winning the game. So we are going to Game 5. I hate to break it to you. This one is going to be a long one. Now, Solar continuing the pressure here. Flurry looking like a different beast right now. Solar with a great midfield challenge. Well, Kaz, 0 boost. Sheriff, 0 boost. Oh, Kaz mid, but a great clear there from Sheriff. Solar racing all the way back here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock as Kaz now with one control touch. Maybe looking for a touch around another. Just gets a 50 instead. It's going to go over to Petey. Petey off the back wall. Petey, you get up there. Petey, you get up there, buddy. Oh, my. Getting up there with some speed behind him as well. Tying up this game early.
Yeah, Speedy Petey, definitely the underrated part of this Minotaurs roster with Kaz and Sheriff, but showing that he is just as valuable being that third or second man. I mean, well done for Minotaurs.
Yeah. Well done for Minotaurs. Minotaurs, I think, first I think it was a nice control touch by Kaz, who, he always has it. Another one right there, nice control touch, able to get a beat. Solar, able to answer that time. A very quick answer there from Solar. I think he's impressed me this game specifically, but as a whole, I think Solar has been playing really well. As now looking to continue the pressure here, Stanless looking for an opportunity. That ball going to get hit way up high. KSU couldn't get a beat. Solar going to be there for the challenge, but 2 Minotaurs clear was just too many. Stanless down a little bit of time. Stanless gets it around 1, gets it around Kaz as well, but Speedy P able to get there. Speedy P looking for another touch, gets the dunk. Kaz going to hit this one off the wall. Speedy P going to be there as Kaz now. A lot of time. A lot of boost. Still not going just quite yet, but Solar is fine. You know what? If you're not going to go, I'll go. And able to get that ball clear. KSU touch to the corner. That ball a little awkward for him. Sheriff puts that ball at the back wall. An opportunity here for Speedy. Petey with the 50. Petey putting a stamp on this game so far. His second goal already, and we still got 3 minutes left to play.
Yeah, and I think Minotaurs have shown all 3 of their players capable of popping off. I think we've seen one of them do at least something crazy in this entire series. So they're showing Flurry why they are the more dominant team right now.
More dominant team for sure, and Petey, who in my opinion is, I mean, just like, you can look at the sheet. He is the lowest out, but he ain't playing like it. He's playing like that dude this game at least. Sheriff now, the touch towards the corner. That ball bouncing down. Kaz up in the air, and we're jumping at Ghost at this point, as Solar had that one by a mile. And now Solar has an opportunity. Petey, nice read off the backboard. A nice touch as well, so he can still follow it. Tries to get it around KSU. KSU with 0 boost, still able to get there. That ball from Sheriff over to Kaz. Solar trying to get the beat, but just could not compete with the speed. As now Sheriff with a nice 50. Sheriff looking for a pass midfield. Going for the bump on Solar, but no faith there from the Minotaurs. Could have had another goal right there for sure. Solar now looking for the double. KSU's going to take that one towards the wall. KSU trying to be that dude in the air. He can't be. The pass is there. Nobody there from the Flurry boys to receive that pass, though. Stanless, though. He has an opportunity. Just plays a shot on net. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That one right there is a screamer, a scorcher, and Stanless ties this game up.
Yeah, what a great shot from Stanless there. I think he had a little bit more time, but he saw Petey coming out of the net and decided to take a great rip bar down. And again, like we said earlier on in the series, it's one of the best shots you can get. Tied up, 2 minutes left to go.
Kaz did the same thing earlier. I believe it was game 2. Could have been game 3. I don't remember. It's all a blur at this point. Kaz now trying to look a shot on net. Oh my! Stanless able to get the shot or get the save, but that ball still got out of danger. Solar, good awareness to take his time there. Get a nice 50 as well. KSU using Solar as a little bit of a board there, and Solar gonna be right on top of the ball. Gets a pass over to Stanless. Stanless shot. It's under and it's in. Stanless finding the placement here, and Solar finding a nice pass here off the bump.
Yeah, I think that that's great placement from Stanless. Now you've had 2 great shots from Stanless. Maybe we've been looking at the wrong guy to step up. Stanless is coming in big for Flurry here in this game 4.
And that's what I'm saying. You never know what's going to happen. Stanless showing up, showing out. Petey, I'm looking for the hat trick, buddy. Can it happen? Petey, he's last man back. He's got to make a save first. Solar just going to scream that one to the top corner. And guess what? It's a 2-goal lead here for Flurry, and there's only 1:30 remaining.
I didn't want to believe it, Flip, but you might have been onto something when you said the team that scores the first goal wins the match. I mean, this is insane. Great placement from Solar there. Flurry up 4-2.
Flurry up 4-2. Down 2-1 in the series. They need this game, or they are going down to 3-2. They want to end this winning streak for the Minotaurs. They want to put a stain on their record. Can they make it happen? First, they got to win this game here. They're already up by 2 goals. Sheriff, Kaz looking to cut that lead in half. So far, not able to as KSU with a nice touch. KSU looking for a shot. That one, little awkward. Petey able to make the save. Kaz, not a lot of boost. Has to just get a 50 towards the wall, and he does. Petey, also not a lot of boost. Trying to get a pass over to Sheriff. Sheriff, 1v1 versus KSU. KSU gonna win that one this time. It's KSU now with a nice 50 towards the sidewall. Stanley's not a lot of boost. Trying to get that pass over to Solar. Solar's last man, a little dangerous still, but a really nice shot there from Solar. KSU continue with the pressure. A nice shot. Kaz with a nice save though. Sheriff gets a pop over 1. Stanless able to get a touch, a nice double. Stopping the attack for now, but KSU in the back. A lot of time in the air, and he is dangerous. Maybe we're going for a flip reset. That one over, that one off the backboard, and now it's a counterattack opportunity for Kaz. Kaz towards the sidewall. Doesn't have any boost to work with. Just has to try to get a shot. That one's going to get saved away. 20 seconds remaining. That ball trying to get cleared. Sheriff, one touch towards the sidewall, and a huge pinch there from Solar, wasting even more time. It feels all but like 1 at this point. The countdown is just a formality. That ball bouncing high. Petey with the fake. Kaz there with the shot. Petey with the save. That right there is going to do it. You can see it in the body language. Petey, he knows what he just did. We're going game 5, Tug. That one a heartbreaker. That one just, it's just a feels bad moment there for Petey. He played so well this game until that final moment.
Yeah, I mean, you can't hang your head too much. There's only 5 seconds left on the clock, and I mean, you can always say what ifs, but I mean, you're falling down out of the sky. It happens sometimes. You could get out the way from that. So good job from Flurry, making a nice little comeback. I know they scored the first goal, but going down 2-1 and being able to prevail 4-2, super well done from them. Stanless stepping up big and along with Solar. So I'm super excited for this game 5, Flip.
Super excited. KSU, 7 shots, 0 goals. I'm not pointing it out because I'm hating. Pointing it out because I'm a hater.
I'm hearing pressure. I'm hearing pressure.
Yeah. You know, you're right. Shots off the backboard sometimes count as shots. You're so right. It's true. You know,
It's my motto.
You know, shooting percentage myself ain't that good, so I can't hate. But we'll have to see Flurry continue to put up a flurry of shots like that. I mean, I think they had, 11 that game? That's the most I've seen out of them all series long. Can that continue? Can they get another one? This was a very different win than they had in Game 2. Game 4, I felt like the script was completely different. And if you're Minotaurs, I don't know what went wrong. I couldn't tell you. I thought Petey started him off really well. I think Kaz had a couple missed touches here, and I think he realized that, so hopefully Kaz will step it up a little bit. But as a whole, both these two teams seem so evenly matched right now. This Game 5, I think it's anyone's game. At least until the first goal is scored, then we know who's going to win. Stanless trying to make that one happen here. Speedy Petey, get the speedy clear. A demo on the back end. That's what we've been missing, actually. Sheriff able to get a nice demo there. That ball rolling up high. Solar able to get the clear out. That ball going to get cleared out by Stanless. That's a shot on target. Sheriff able to make the save. Sheriff now trying to get a follow-up touch, and that ball going to send all the way across. A lot of ping-pong going on here. Kaz sends that ball up high. Doesn't get the boost of Speedy Petey. Going to take that one off the back wall. No follow-up touch there. Stanless is already there. Sheriff going to come flying in and going to go flying by. Going to continue the pressure, though, as that ball gets pinched in the midfield. Solar, and we get a piece of it in a minute. Not even a minute gone. You know, we've had a lot of high-flying action, a lot of fast-paced balls flying their way, and nobody's able to really control it so far here, Cog. And I think these two teams get a little nervous here because I've seen a lot of ping-pong, a lot of tennis getting played right now.
Yeah, a lot of double commits, a lot of misses, a lot of nerves going on stream right now, but I think Minotaurs don't want to take their first loss, and if you're Flurry, you'd love to give the Minotaurs the first loss, especially because, again, this is a division Game 5. I mean, this could be very big at the end of the season.
Yeah, the division games, they always mean that much more who has the tiebreaker, and with the division stacked like this one is just that much more important here. Stanless, long clear. He is back this time. One touch. Stanless trying to continue the pressure here to the Wildcats in that ball towards the corner. 20 boost to work with. A teammate in the midfield. What a pass! Solar gonna be there. KSU put it on his hood.
Amazing drop down here from KSU. Getting it done here in the air. Solar in great positioning, following up right at the top of the box. Kaz just couldn't get to it. Great placement from Solar. Flurry taking this 1-0 lead.
A solid 1-0 lead. And honestly, I think more important is the first goal. I'm not saying I'm a script writer. This one's already over. Stanless trying to prove me wrong here as we get that one. Sheriff. They had a touch, but no follow-up from the Minotaurs. Petey's touch a little bit awkward for him. KSU dropping that one down to Solar once again. Solar gets his shot saved by Kaz. Stanless continuing the pressure. That ball really awkward with Petey. Just gonna let it go. Actually, is Sheriff said, "I got that one. Don't worry about it. It's in your heart." That ball bounced up in the air, though. Solar gets a beat on Kaz. Speedy Petey on the backboard. It's a nice touch. Trying to get it around KSU, and he does. Gets a backwards touch there as well. Sheriff came flying in. Kaz a little bit backwards himself. KSU has to get a touch. That ball sent way high. Petey, not a lot of boost. Well, not a lot of life either. KSU got a nice demo there. Stanless, that's a nice shot, but could be saved away. A double save there. Double commit, though, could be dangerous. Solar continuing the pressure. A double commit, though, on the side of Flurry. Now, Solar, one touch, continuing the pressure, kind of saving the double commit that happened earlier, as now with an opportunity, that ball going to go wide. Sheriff, a really nice touch there. Solar racing for the boost. Did he get a little greedy for it? No, that's a great touch there. KSU a little awkward. KSU put it on a tee for Petey, and Petey hit that one with his driver.
Yeah, Petey stepping up big. Looked like he was struggling a little bit at the beginning of the game, but he's coming up big right here. Flurry going to be shooting themselves in the foot if that opportunity earlier they missed is going to be the cause of the loss.
That is, however, the first shot for Flurry, or sorry, for Minotaur. There's been 6 shots for Flurry, but here's another one. But KSU with the falling save. fallen from grace, but this man's not letting you score that one. Now, Sheriff continuing the pressure. He wants that goal back, and he wants it back now. That ball going over to Petey. It's off the post. Not going in. A minute 40 remaining. Kaz, that ball bouncing in the midfield. Petey not going to have the beat there. KSU takes that ball all the way down. Oh, what a great touch there from Sheriff. Continuing the pressure here. Sheriff now going for a little bit of heads. Head hunting now. The Sheriff, I don't know if that's legal, but he makes it legal. And now Petey with no touch. Sheriff with a nice bang there. Can he get the shot? KSU playing a little bit of bully ball there. Getting a nice box out. Kaz with no touch there, but KSU making a play happen here. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Going for the Gary G fake. I don't know if it was going to work there, but still, more pressure here from Flurry. A nice fake. Stanless with one touch. Couldn't get the follow-up. He needs to get that ball clear. That ball bouncing down really awkwardly. He still able to get a touch only as far as Stanless. Never mind. He gets another one. A goal-saving touch almost there. Kaz off the ceiling. Sheriff going to be there. And Solar. So I still think Solar and Stanless have really impressed me so far this series. They have really stepped up in the midfield where it's needed on the offense as well. But that defensive third man commit could be dangerous. That ball still. And the Cards will still have it in the Flurry half. Sheriff, a nice 50. That ball bouncing down. Could be dangerous. Petey, not a great touch though. As KSU backs that one up. Stanless, touch off the sidewalk. Kaz, gonna go ahead and get a touch. That ball straight to KSU. Wow, that Sheriff was going for the dunk. That ball over the Solar. Solar bangs that one high. Stanless now going for the 50. Petey gets that one. That ball towards the sidewall. Petey gonna go ahead and get that ball right back towards Kaz. Kaz off the back wall. Sheriff is literally in no man's land. Now he comes flying in. That ball though gets 50 away. 0 seconds on the clock. Can a goal come out here? Petey gonna let it die. Overtime here. Game 5. You couldn't ask for a better script.
Yeah, I mean, I know both these teams' hearts are racing. Game 5 for a division game on stream. Like you said, Solar and Stanless have been playing really well, exceptionally well in these games 4 and 5. KSU looking to make something happen, but Flurry needs to stay on the offense if they want to keep safe. But for the Minotaurs, you just gotta hope that Flurry makes this mistake that they've been making all game.
Minotaurs, they have held on. They are now a goal away from being 5-0, keeping that perfect record. KSU not letting them go do that easily. Still, a good save comes out. Good pressure there from Stanless as Solar gets a nice touch, continuing the pressure here. KSU gets a nice read on that bounce, gets a good beat as well, but Sheriff with the counterattack with Kaz could have been lethal. That ball is into the corner though. Kaz, this one's a boost, not the ball. Stanless down with a little bit of boost. A pass as well, that's over Petey, but it's going to be Sheriff with a long clear. KSU, he's up in the air, but that ball towards the corner still dangerous. That ball bouncing mid. Kaz, I think he got bumped. Taking his time though in the air. That ball towards the sidewall. Sheriff looking for a shot. That one's going to be over to KSU. KSU didn't get the power on it. Could have had a shot opportunity. A minute remaining. That ball, or sorry, a minute remaining. There's a minute gone in overtime. As Kaz now looking for a 50. Gets a great 50 there. Gets a follow-up as well, but Sheriff came flying in a little too quickly. Solar now trying to get a puck over to his teammate KSU, who's already there. Off the backboard. KSU not going to get there. Solar all the way back. Long clear. Kaz, one touch, straight down onto Solar. Petey, a little bit awkward. Solar with some boost now, tries to get it around one. Petey touches straight down. Stanless is there, but it's going to be Kaz, the long clear. That ball bouncing awkward enough in the corner. Kaz with the fake. Nobody there for Minotaurs. They're sitting on corner boost. The third man there for Minotaurs just playing so defensively. I think they're so scared, Tog. But still, it's still an opportunity for... Oh my gosh, it was an opportunity for Flurry, but now it's an opportunity for Minotaurs. A great 50 there from Sheriff. Minotaurs now continuing the pressure, but there's going to be a free clear here for Stanless. Kaz with not a great touch straight down to Solar. Solar over the sidewall. Solar now maybe looking for a pass, but it's going to be Petey with a long clear. 2 minutes already elapsed. Sheriff now looking for the shot. That one going to get saved away. These two teams are not giving an inch. Solar clear. Kaz taking his time, getting control. Kaz trying to get the 50. The ball's in. No, off the board and out. Petey with a nice touch on the save. 2 minutes, 30 seconds of overtime already. Now Kaz with one touch out to KSU. KSU not a lot of boost, but still a lot of time. But Kaz is already on top of it. That ball bouncing awkwardly. Stan, that ball's bouncing mid. Sheriff, he's not there in time. More pressure for the Minotaurs and more wasted opportunities. Flurry have been Minotaurs been gift wrapped goals by Flurry, and still not able to make it happen. Another opportunity here. The second man is just not there for the Minotaurs. Finally, a shot comes through. Sheriff wasn't ready for it, Kaz. He's the playmaker. Can he make it happen here? No. 3 minutes have elapsed here, Cog. A lot of opportunities have come and gone. I don't know what to do anymore, Cog. Who's going to win this game?
It's super hard to tell. I could have said about 2 minutes ago that Flurry was totally taking this game, but now the Minotaurs are right back on top of Flurry, and they are not letting off the gas. I mean, Flurry getting a little bit of awkward position here. Kaz with a shot on net. KSU making a great save. That flip. This is a super close game. We need Flurry to clean it up a little bit, and the Minotaurs need to find those punishing shots if they want to close out this game.
It's going to be a backflip. It's going to be a backflip save that results in a goal. I can tell you right now, that's what's going to happen. A demo there. Kaz looking for the shot. That's a great shot from Kaz. The save from Solar. The spawn. He saw it coming from a mile away. Solar now maybe looking for a bump. Instead, he's going to rotate all the way back. KSU in the air. KSU so dangerous. Put him away. Never mind. Sheriff keeping that ball alive. Stanless in the midfield. Petey. Long clear. Petey with an opportunity now. Gets a nice 50. Kaz is going to be there, continuing this 50 train. Kaz maybe looking for a pass, but it's going to be Solar actually passing that one down to Sheriff. Sheriff, nice control touch. Pass it over to Petey, but the save from Super Stanless. 4:20 have elapsed, and now KSU and Stanless looking to get this counterattack going once again. We have casted almost a whole other game at this point. As Kaz looking for the shot. Oh my goodness!
What a save!
KSU with the save. The screamer was there, but the save was even better. Petey looking for the clear, and he gets it. Stanless was waiting downfield, though. These teams are sitting so far back. They are not letting the ball go over their head like that. Kaz with a touch over one. Kaz with some boost. A flip reset in his bag. Gets a touch over one, but KSU taking his time. KSU said, all right, this is how you do it. Sends that ball long. Sheriff. Long clear. No one there from the Minotaurs, but that's a bad touch. Speedy over to Sheriff. Sheriff gonna get a pop on it, but the demo from Solar was clutch. Petey with a nice touch. Oh, what a save though from KSU and Solar. Sheriff now continuing the pressure. The shot. What a shot from Sheriff. That one sneaking in the left post. 5 minutes and 12 seconds was all it took. But these two teams, they battled it out. And oh my goodness, respect to Flurry, respect to Minotaurs, keeping their undefeated season alive. Cog, we just saw a game, maybe game of the season.
That was pretty crazy. We just saw game 6 there, technically, with the overtime. And, I mean, keep your head high if you're the Flurry boys. I mean, that was a great, almost mounted comeback. And, I mean, you can't be mad at a 5-minute OT game loss in game 5 on stream. So, it's fantastic content. Congratulations to the Minotaurs. That was very well played. Way to hold on to your undefeated season.
Yeah, and, I can be a little bit mad about it. My voice definitely not feeling great after that one. That one was literally insane, but, man, it was absolutely entertaining. And, Cog, you have to play both these teams twice, so I do not envy you in the slightest, actually. These two teams are looking poised to make a playoff push and much more than that. But we're only in week 3. This is only game day 5. The Minotaurs are only 5-0, but there's still so much more Rocket League left to be played in this Nemesis League season. Cog, it was great having you on the cast, buddy. I really do appreciate it. You stepped in, you stepped up big, and you did a great job. So shout out Cog. Everybody, give Cog some love in the chat because this man, first cast, he DM'd me before this asking what color commentating was. So that's how he knew. I hate to out you like that, but that's just how new this man is, and he did a great job. So it was a banger series, Cog, and I'm glad to have you with me.
I appreciate it. It was a great series to cast, and like I said, congratulations to the Minotaurs. Can't wait to play both of you guys this season.
Yeah, but that's going to do it here. Thank you guys, everybody that subbed, everybody that's donated to the Nemesis stream, and donated to the Nemesis League in general. Thank you guys. We couldn't do this without you. But that's going to do it here for us on this Monday night, as now we are going to go ahead and head on out of here. We had a long night, 6 games there for that final series. So that's going to do it for us. We'll catch you guys back on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Be there or be really smelly. We'll see you guys then. Deuces.
Take it easy.